Back in the early days of social media, Dr. Joseph Williams III remembers watching K-12 educators post videos online while many people laughed at them. Some educators said, "Why would a principal waste time making videos?" Others thought social media was only for celebrities and entertainers. And many K-12 educators believed creating content online would never lead to anything meaningful professionally. At the time, Dr. Williams was busy working long hours in school leadership, raising a family, and simply trying to survive the daily demands of K-12 education. Like many educators, he underestimated how powerful digital visibility would eventually become. But over time, something became very clear. The educators who started creating content early began building audiences. Those audiences eventually turned into opportunities. And those opportunities eventually turned into influence, speaking engagements, consulting work, partnerships, and additional income streams. Meanwhile, many of the K-12 educators who waited on AI thinking it was just a fad were forced to play catch-up later. And now Dr. Williams believes the exact same thing is happening again, but this time with AI avatars. That's why waiting to create your AI avatar could become one of the biggest mistakes of your K-12 career. Not because AI avatars are a temporary trend, but because they represent the next major shift in communication, influence, visibility, and opportunity. And most K-12 educators still don't fully realize how fast this shift is happening. Hello, I'm the digital avatar of Dr. Joseph Williams III, a full-time middle school principal who works near Seattle, Washington. Dr. Williams created me to share practical AI strategies and real-world investing insights for K-12 educators who are over the age of 40 and who are playing catch-up with their savings and investments. Let's take a moment to be honest about where we are right now as a profession. AI is transforming K-12 education, not next year, not in 10 years, but right now. It's changing how lessons are created, how communication happens, how professional development is delivered, and how value is created online. But here's the part most K-12 educators are still missing. This shift is not just about disruption, it's about opportunity. And the educators who learn how to use AI early will eventually separate themselves from the educators who ignore it. And here's something you need to understand. AI is the worst it will ever be right now. Every single day it becomes smarter, faster, cheaper, and more realistic. That means the educators who start learning this technology today will have years of experience by the time everyone else finally catches up. That's how technology works. The people who adopt early gain confidence early. They build systems early. They make mistakes early. They learn faster because they started earlier. And eventually, the gap between early adopters and late adopters becomes enormous. That's exactly what is happening right now with AI avatars. Right now, most K-12 educators are still consumers of AI. They're using ChatGPT for lesson plans, emails, quizzes, and classroom activities. And honestly, that's a great beginning. But the biggest opportunity is not just consuming AI. The biggest opportunity is creating with AI. Because AI avatars allow K-12 educators to scale their voice, expertise, and visibility in ways that were impossible just a few years ago. And most educators still haven't fully realized how powerful that really is. Think about this for a moment. Your AI avatar can continue working even when you're not physically present. While you're leading meetings at school, your AI avatar could still be creating content online. While you're spending time with family, your AI avatar could still be teaching strategies to K-12 educators around the country. Your AI avatar will be building your audience and growing your K-12 brand around the world, and that changes the game completely. Because for decades, educators have mostly traded time for money, but AI creates leverage. For the first time in history, K-12 educators can scale their knowledge digitally without physically being present every moment. That's a massive shift. And this is exactly why waiting becomes dangerous, because the longer you wait, the further behind you may fall. The educators starting today are already learning video creation, AI workflows, audience building, branding, digital storytelling, and content systems. Meanwhile, many other educators are still debating whether AI avatars even matter. But technology doesn't wait for emotional comfort. Innovation keeps moving forward whether people are ready or not. And eventually, the same educators who dismissed AI avatars will suddenly realize everyone else already has one. That's when panic starts. That's when people wish they had started earlier. Now, some people still think AI avatars feel strange or unnatural. And honestly, that's completely normal. Every major technology shift feels uncomfortable in the beginning. There was a time when social media felt unprofessional, a time when online learning felt inferior, a time when smartphones felt unnecessary, a time when Zoom meetings felt awkward. Now those things are completely normal. The same thing is going to happen with AI avatars. Eventually, people will stop focusing on the technology itself and start focusing on the value being delivered through the technology. And when that happens, the educators who started early will already be far ahead. And let's be honest, most K-12 educators were never taught how to build additional income streams. Most educators depend almost entirely on their paycheck and retirement system, but AI is creating entirely new opportunities: consulting, courses, professional development, coaching, books, digital products, leadership content, online communities. And AI avatars make content creation faster, easier, and more scalable than ever before. That's why this matters financially. Because the future belongs to the K-12 educators who learn how to combine their expertise with AI technology. And because they started early, these courageous K-12 educators are already developing systems, building visibility, creating content, and positioning themselves for opportunities that many K-12 educators still cannot fully see yet. That's the positive outcome of taking action early. Because one day nearly every K-12 educator will have their own AI avatar. And the educators who start now will eventually look back and realize they gave themselves one of the greatest professional advantages of their entire career, not because they were smarter than everyone else, but because they were willing to move before the crowd finally caught up. And if you'd like to create your own AI avatar to share your ideas, amplify your voice, and build your brand online, then please visit my Stand store today. Because AI is here to stay, and technology and innovation are undefeated. It's time to amplify your voice, scale your presence, and build your brand with your own AI avatar. I'll see you in the next video.